Most people spend their entire lives waiting to become confident. What I've learned is that one must be before one can become. I remember the days when I worked as a janitor. I knew I wanted more from life, but I had all these limiting beliefs that were crippling my actions. It wasn't until I finally decided to face this issue of self-worthless head-on that I started to become a more capable man. Things only started to change when I stopped letting the world happen to me and I started happening to the world. Especially as a young man in your 20s, most of us haven't been told by society that we're worth anything just yet. It's true, men are usually measured by their usefulness and connections, not by beauty or anything like that. And the tough part about being in your early 20s is that the things you're valued for the most take the longest to develop. So during this season of building, it can feel like nobody notices you. Some might see this as a negative, but in my opinion, I think that's actually a positive. If no one cares about you right now, it's liberating because you get to set your own expectations. You can create your value from absolutely nothing. You get to define your own path, create your own life, if you choose to take your own route and not just follow what society expects. And even though I'm far from where I want to be, I'm much closer now than where I used to be. Just a few years ago, I was stuck in that self-deprecating mindset. I tried everything to pull myself out of it. Affirmations, meditations, a wide range of supplements, you name it. And if I could go back and speak to my younger self, these are the main things I'd tell him about rebuilding his self-image. Before I really tried meditation, I'd always heard about the benefits, but to be honest, I thought it was just some pseudoscience that didn't apply to me. Still, I kept hearing about it from people I actually respect, so I figured, why not give it a shot? The biggest takeaway from meditation was learning to catch the feedback loops in my own thoughts. See, when you do something over and over and reward it, you build a habit. Most people understand habits as starting with a cue, and with limiting beliefs, there's usually a clear cue. For example, you start working on something that's just outside your current capabilities, or you have a thought about doing something big. That thought itself becomes the cue. Then comes the craving. The craving is desire to avoid the action, or the urge to hold on to the version of yourself that feels safer. After the craving comes the response, how you act on that craving. This is where people with limiting beliefs usually shut themselves down. We reward the cycle with thoughts like, I can't do this. Someone like me isn't capable of that. Meditation helped me quiet my mind just enough to catch these loops while they're happening. The goal is to catch the cycle at the response stage. And instead of doing the usual response, which would have been self-deprecation, you change it. Even if it feels unnatural at first, you swap it with something positive. That little shift, even if it feels fake at first, is enough to carry you through for the next couple minutes. At first, you might only catch it once a day. But if you keep doing it, that once a day becomes twice, then 3 times. And over, say, a year or so, you'll have the real handle of those limiting beliefs. The second one is understanding the self-belief ceiling. I believe that your self-belief is far more important than what you have in the physical realm. Let's say you have everything aligned in the physical realm, the resources, the opportunities. But even with all of that, I've found your success is still capped by how far our self-belief allows you to go. And the higher your self-belief, the smoother things seem to go. It's almost like life starts removing friction for you, because you stop placing your own shackles in the way. It's right there in the name itself. Limiting beliefs. These beliefs literally place a limit on what you think is possible for yourself. It's like there's a ceiling above your head, and that ceiling is built entirely from your own doubts. And no matter how much action you take, or how many things you get right in the physical realm, you will only ever rise as high as that ceiling allows you. But there's the thing, ceilings aren't permanent. Every time you catch one of those limiting thoughts and challenge it, even just a little, it's like you rise the ceiling just a few inches higher. And the crazy part is, once you rise that ceiling enough, what used to feel impossible starts to feel natural. You stop seeing success as something out there, and you start seeing it as something that flows through you. Not because you happen to change something in the physical realm, but because you change the limit you were placing on yourself. The third one that I have found the most useful is exposure therapy. I knew that the things I was avoiding were probably the things that I needed to face. And the truth is, the more you avoid something, the scarier it gets. It grows in your mind until it feels like this massive, untouchable thing. But when you start exposing yourself to those fears, even in small ways, you start to realize it was never as big as you made it out to be. It's like your brain is just running this protection program. It's trying to keep you safe, even if it's holding you back. The first few times you step into discomfort, your mind goes into fight or flight. You'll feel it. The tight chest, the fast heart rate, all of it. But if you stay there, if you sit in that discomfort just a little longer than you usually would, you teach your brain something. You teach your brain that you can sit in that feeling without activating that fight or flight response. Once you do this just a few times, your mind starts to calm down. What used to feel overwhelming starts to feel normal. And from there, confidence doesn't feel like something you have to fake anymore. It actually starts to feel real. The goal is not to erase the fears. It's proving to yourself that fear isn't a sign to stop. It's just a caution sign. These are the things I wish I figured out earlier, but that's just how it goes. You learn it when you're ready to use it. And in all honesty, I'm still trying to figure all this out, but I'm a lot further than I used to be. With that being said, put in the comments below what has been the number one thing that has helped you overcome your limiting beliefs.